Good morning, my friends. What is up? It is your friend and pal Seth. My pronouns are he and they. I want to welcome you into your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. It is day number 164 of our morning inspiration videos. I cannot believe that. I love it, love it. So, in addition to it being day number 164, it is also Monday. Monday. Hey. So it is Monday. I call Mondays Mindset and Motivation Mondays. So I will take this opportunity to wish you a very happy Mindset and Motivation Monday and also ask you, what are you going to do to stay motivated for today? What type of mindset also are you going to cultivate in order to help you to get through this amazing brand new day? And I don't know about where you all are, where you are watching, but it is quite cold here this morning. And me, to quote one of my favorite musicals, I couldn't be happier. Okay, again, that may be just me because I love the cold. Anyway, so I have already been out this morning, and it's been amazing. All right, so I hope you are making this Monday the most fantastic day ever, my friends. All right, so for today, what I wanted to do was actually do a little bit of a recap. I know I normally do recaps and everything and previews and everything normally over the weekends, but today what I wanted to do is kind of do a weekly recap of last week, actually, as a kind of lead into this week and everything inside of the community practice that I belong to. All right, so I just want to give a little bit of context to kind of a lot, because we went over a lot last week. It was an exceptional week. So I just wanted to tell you a little bit about what we did last week and some types of things that we went through. And if there are any recovery topics and everything you'd like me to talk about inside of these videos and everything, please do let me know. If there's anything that you want to talk more about, if you want to discuss anything, things you may be going through, all of that. And also the recovery topics and everything that you have found that work for you, any coping skills that work for you, any personal medicine that works for you as well. I definitely, let's start a dialogue going. Let's start a conversation and discussion going, because I think that's really where the power lies and where the magic really is. All right. So again, one of my mentors always focused on this concept of what's strong and not what's wrong and everything. And that's really, really what we focus on also as well inside of the community practice that I belong to. All right, so I'm going to stop flapping. So what did we get up to last week? So one of the things we really looked at last week was this whole idea of a perspective shift when it came to Monday, because a lot of people kind of have their own ideas about Monday, and some people say it's negative, they're not looking forward to it, whatever. So let's look at Monday from a different perspective. So we're looking at Monday perspective shift and resets and everything. And that was one of the things that we looked at last week, which was really amazing and really powerful. We also really looked at the dimensions of wellness. One of the things we really focus on inside of our community practice is the 5 key concepts of WRAP, the Wellness Recovery Action Plan, but also SAMHSA's dimensions of wellness. And there are 8 of them. So they're social, physical, intellectual, emotional, financial, environmental, occupational, and spiritual. I think I got all 8. Ooh, I hope I got them all. So, again, kind of looking at a holistic form, form of wellness and everything. So we're looking at the dimensions of wellness last week and kind of what they include and things that we can actually do inside of each of these in order to kind of help ourselves. That's something else we're really looking at last week, which is really, really powerful. We're also looking last week at this kind of idea of kind of being in the flow state and also being at one and being in mindfulness, having that grounded energy in being mindful and everything, and being mindful in a lot of the things that we do and everything. And that was also something really, really powerful. So in addition to that, we talked about wellness toolboxes. What is in our perspective wellness toolboxes? One of the things we were actually also really looking at was I had showed that inside of the new Wellness Recovery Action Plan app, they have a way for you to actually add different things that really help you into a wellness toolbox. So you're able to kind of go into the app, look at a wellness toolbox if you're feeling triggered, however you're feeling and everything, and be able to look at a toolbox of wellness tools that really, really help you on a daily basis. So, we are kind of looking at that and exploring different wellness toolboxes. We're also looking at, again, that attitude of gratitude, which I absolutely love, and everything, and finding ways to stay in gratitude and the power that gratitude has. And speaking of power, we're also looking at the power of journaling. I've been talking about, different types of journaling and everything that I do. One of my favorites is to journal out loud, like I do in these videos. And I got that idea from my incredible mentor, one of my incredible mentors, Angus. Um, but we're also looking at how journaling can have this amazing effect on all of us as well. So that was another thing we were really looking at last week, which was really, really powerful. We were also looking at this idea of kind of breaking those bad habits. Who here has, maybe any of those habits that you'd like to break? Hello, Adzo. Okay. So this concept of also like breaking those bad habits and breaking that cycle and everything. Also looking at our self-love circle. What are the things that we do for ourselves when it comes to self-love? And also the power of our own support circle as well. The power of the environment and people that we surround ourselves with. I know firsthand that's something that really, really helps me. Also kind of just looking at kind of that power of community as well. And everything in the communities that we belong to. And I think that's something that's really, really powerful and everything, because we're able to stay and be in community with others. And I think that speaks volumes, I think, for all of us and our wellness. Definitely speaks volumes for mine. Okay. I had also introduced a new activity actually last week, and using, I don't know if you all have heard of this, it's called the Wheel of Names. It's wheelofnames.com and everything. You can literally make a wheel literally of anything. And it's amazing. I had learned about the Wheel of Names from, again, my mentor, Angus, who had, kind of introduced me and a community kind of into, using wheels and everything for our own wellness and everything. And it's something that's really, really powerful. So I got the idea to actually kind of make a wheel with using an activity with, asking participants, like, I am good at what, and, had them kind of fill in the blank kind of. And, we kind of used, whatever people, said they were good at, we put that into the wheel, and then we spun the wheel, and whatever it landed on, whoever, whose ever idea it landed on, that person, kind of gave further context and everything. And we added that, we added that in and just really, held space for that, for each participant. So it was something that was really, really powerful. So I encourage you to use wheelofnames.com if you need to, if you like to, create wellness wheels, create song wheels and everything. It's incredible. And it's an amazing resource to really use for our wellness and everything. And it really, the sky's the limit when it comes to different ideas that you can use. All right. So we had a fantastic week last week. All right, so it was amazing, and we're going into the last week of October now, which is going to be amazing. In November, y'all, it's gonna be popping. Okay, so this is gonna be amazing. All right, so I will leave you with, from the Wellness and Life Advice document by Will and Jen, under the heading of 20 Life Lessons. The advice for today is there's no end game. Don't try to figure it all out. Just enjoy the journey. And I think this really alludes to the fact, y'all, that there may be things going on in our journey that we may not have control over. There may be negative things, there may be positive things, whatever. But we look at our perception and we look at the fact that every single step on our journey, every single thing that happens teaches us something. Okay, you can take some type of lesson from it. We may not know the lesson in the moment, and I can certainly speak for that. I may not know why certain things may be happening to me at certain points of my day and everything, or on my journey, but I can figure out a way to take some type of lesson from it or some type of motivation from it. Okay, so in other words, y'all, just enjoy the journey. Life is a journey. Okay, let's find ways to enjoy it. All right. So that will about do it for your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day, y'all. I will say, don't quit before that miracle happens, my babies. Find ways to keep moving forward because you're amazing. You're worth it. Let's join hands, do this together. Okay. I'll also say, stay positive, stay motivated, stay focused on your amazing, huge, big dreams and goals, my friends. All right. Thank you so much for watching your morning inspiration, your morning inspiration video for the day. And I will see you happy Monday, you little cutie. How you doing this morning? You doing good? Okay, good. Well, you make it the most fantastic day ever. Okay, cutie? There you go. All right. So I will see you in the morning inspiration video for tomorrow.